Hello my loves, I'm doing a bit of an intro now because I didn't want to film an introduction to this video whilst Emma was sat right next to me. I suddenly just felt really awkward for some reason because, you know, doing YouTube in public, it's weird. So basically my friend Emma and I went for a little catch up and a little outdoor walk, like have a little video where we answer some like frequently asked questions about like boys, sex, relationships, like girly fun stuff basically. And Emma was so game for it despite the fact that obviously she doesn't have YouTube or anything. So big up Emma for being game for this, and it just ended up being a really fun video with lots of like juicy questions. So please enjoy the video and subscribe if you haven't already, drop us a comment. It was like mad fun and I missed Emma lots, she's great. And Emma's on a fucking mad one today. Okay, so
Emma can't find the directions in a car.
Right, okay, so we're gonna jump straight in. You gotta be completely honest. Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be word vomit though.
First question. Can friends with benefits work?
Yeah, that's like my entire second year at university. Yeah,
I actually
100%.
agree. I
100%.
Okay, good.
As long as you set your barriers, yeah. Don't take me out for dinner. It's a bit weird.
Don't take me out for dinner. Look, it can work, but if you're doing the cutesy stuff where it's like, I don't know, like holding hands and like going on dates.
Kat, you can't post that.
No, we're gonna cut that bit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it can work, but you do have to set boundaries. Yeah, because otherwise you're just gonna catch feels and then it's gonna be all messy and gross. Good answer. Do you prefer being single or being in a relationship?
Single.
I knew you'd say that. I literally knew you'd say that.
Well, I've been in a relationship a lot in my life, and the last year or so, I've been single. I save a lot more money.
You do actually.
I save so
much
much
more
more
birthdays and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just
or
not...
date nights, or going to the going random days to the cinema.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I agree. I actually say that I'm obviously in a relationship now.
You've got to be careful with your answer for this.
Look, I generally prefer being single, but I only prefer being in a relationship now because it's him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it was someone else, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. Do you know what I mean?
I actually do.
Nick's gonna watch this. He's gonna be like, but yeah, I think single is generally best. But if you find someone that, you know, makes you happier, then you're not single. Fucking lock that boy down. Do you know what I mean?
That's
or
what you
woman. Do. No judgment. Oh, this is good. What gives you the ick when it comes to men?
That is not.
Get involved.
That is not a short answer.
No, come on. Give us what comes to mind.
Okay, men who are financially irresponsible,
guys.
mama's boys. If they can't cook, if they tell me that cooking pasta is cooking a meal,
nah, it's not.
No,
it's not.
People who have an undying hate for children for absolutely no reason.
Oh. This feels directed.
Some are, but mostly, if you don't get along with my family, I'm not gonna get along with you.
That's a big one. This is like mine out, but bad breath. Like you can't be kissing me if you're not smelling fresh. Do you know what I mean?
People who expect me to be their mothers as well.
Yeah, that's a massive turn off.
Like,
be independent. Do you know what I mean?
I just point out that In-N-Out sign. Like, I just look at it and I think.
I think the burgers. You know, what is it? What is in the name?
Unless it's for a quickie, I ain't got a clue.
I don't think it's for sex. Is that all your icks?
Probably not.
Yeah, nah, come on, there's definitely more, Emma. There's definitely more.
Okay, no motivation. If you've got,
that's a big one actually.
If you're comfortable being in a dead end job, that's fine. But if that's your goal, that is fine.
Yeah.
I just personally like motivated people. Whatever your motivation is.
Even if you're a bin man, do you know what I mean? Like, be the best bin man you
make
can be.
Money.
They do. They make dollars to be. We're getting sidetracked.
Because I'm quite an ambitious person.
Yeah,
like, I'm quite a driven, motivated person. So if you're not, you're gonna bore me.
Yeah. It's just a turn off. Oh, this is a big one. Is it okay to spend less time with your friends when you get into a relationship?
I think that's a very situation based one. So yeah, okay, it's typical to spend less time with your friends because you've got another person in your life, but you also need to make sure you're not forgetting about your friends. So you need to be able to do your meetups without your boyfriend. And
not just stop responding in the group chat.
Okay, no, I can't say anything about that. I'm terrible. I don't respond.
No, but you don't not respond because you have a boyfriend. You don't respond because you just shit at responding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not because it's a boy, it's just because it's you.
To be fair, if you knew me 5 years ago, you think my responses right now are actually on point.
Oh yeah, no, to be fair, Katie was like, she's actually doing really well considering, like, it's alright to spend a bit less time with your friends because obviously you've got someone else to add in. But I hate when people like just ditch their friends when they get into a relationship.
Yeah, 100%. It's okay, but you also need to work out that new balance.
Be aware of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I completely agree, Emma. We're on the same page here, hon. You're doing really well, Emma. You're doing really well.
Are you proud of me? Also, do you want to sip of this? It's fucking
I
delicious.
actually kind of do, you know. What is it?
Just try it.
Oh. That's so good. That's so good.
I know, right?
I like the coffee though.
Yeah, but you can taste it a little bit, can't you?
That's really nice.
But like, even for someone who doesn't like coffee, that's actually not.
That's banging.
Yeah.
I think you'll be helpful for this one actually. What's your experience been like with contraception? So like either the pill, injection, implants, like whatever.
I've had all of them.
Oh,
And the patch.
Tell us about it then, hun.
Right.
I've not had any of them to be honest.
There's certain parts you can't post of what I'm about to answer.
Okay.
Pill.
I'm gonna include that. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
But the pill I found made me very bitchy. My weight gain started a bit with the pill, but not too much. But I was also a lot younger when I started on that, so I was a lot more active.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my own car to take me to McDonald's.
There you go then.
That's an issue in itself. The patch didn't really bother me, but it bothered my skin, and I've got quite sensitive skin.
Yeah.
So that just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Implant, my lord, I got fat on that thing. Like, I used to be.
So avoid the implant if you want.
I was a size 8. I got the implant. Within 4 months, I was over a size 10. And my eating habit, my eating did not change. Not one bit. So that kind of really hurt my feelings.
Oh, you look fabulous now.
I'll show you my weight loss in a minute. Injection probably worked best for me. The implant, the best thing is I have protection for 3 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't protect you from STIs. You still got to be careful.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I felt a little bit safer. Because when you go through things such as the pill, the patch, the injection, you've obviously got that week period where you can and are more likely to get pregnant. Didn't actually mind the injection. My nurse was lovely. We used to always have a nice little chat while she was putting a needle in my arse.
Cute.
Yeah.
So that's your overall best one?
Yes.
Okay. What would you say was the worst one? Like,
implant.
We'd never do again. Did you get any weird side effects? Because like, I know people had stomach pain as well from the implant.
I bled for 8 straight months.
Oh, that's horrible.
8 months. And they had to then give me the pill on top of that to regulate my bleed. It was a whirlwind.
Double contraception, that's vile. Oh my god. Next question. So I feel like you've answered that question well. Would you tell the man you were seeing if he was shit in bed?
No.
Would you not? Oh, I feel like I would.
I've indirectly said it in terms of like you can't post this answer.
I feel that's a good way to do it though. To like subtly be like, oh, why don't we try this? Do you know what I mean? Or like, this is good. Why don't we give that a go? Do you know? Rather than just straight up being like,
I can't talk about this as children walk past.
Let's wait.
We can do one of these on the way to Queenfield.
It would just be you shouting at the other cars, fucking move! Where is the turning? That would be the whole video, seriously. I feel like it's good to be like, let's do this instead of this, rather than just being like,
you can't tell someone, oh,
you can't just
you've got a tiny dick and you literally can't hit my G-spot.
You can't say that.
No.
That's just rude. And if someone said to me like,
you shit in bed,
you've got a shit vagina or something, I'd be like, oh my god, that's really mean. Do you know what I mean? I'd be really upset. Emma, the problem with your personality is that I never know what I can and can't include. Do you know what I mean? Because you're all like this. Like, it's like you as a whole person just needs to be censored. What's your favourite sex position? Because I would say
it depends on penis size, penis shape,
your
where
mood.
I am, my mood.
Do you care about a man's body count?
Depends if they care about mine. I mean, it depends how high. If they were
so you do care then if it's too high?
If they've gone around shagging like 3,000 people, yeah.
I would prefer their body count to be higher than mine, to be honest. Because then you're with someone who's experienced. Like, I've definitely been with men who haven't been as experienced, and it's not as fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you've got to teach them the ropes, you know what I mean?
I think it's one of those, if they respect you, you respect them.
I agree.
Everyone's got a past.
Well said. What number's too high, do you think? What's the... Where would you like be like, that's a bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what?
Put it at a cut-off.
I don't ask the question because if I don't want the answer and I don't like the answer, there's no going back.
That's true. See, I would ask though. I want to know. Do you know what I mean?
You're ballsier than me.
I feel like it's just like interesting to know. Like I always want to know. I don't know why. Like,
What's
it doesn't
yours?
matter. What's my body count?
Yeah.
I think it's like it doesn't really bother me, to be fair. This video is gonna be so funny to edit back. I can't cope. Why do you think it's still taboo for women to talk about masturbating and sex, but it's more okay for men to talk about it?
I think it's in society, we are, as women, we are seen as people who are mothers and homemakers, where men are seen as still a lot more carefree. Yeah. And it's the idea of having somebody who's supposed to be a mother and a homemaker and raise children fucking themselves.
Yeah. I understand. Very bluntly put. But I
don't think there's another way to put that though.
Does size matter? I feel like you've basically answered this question already. Yes, to an extent. To an extent, yes. I think. See, I think if it's too big, it's too big. Do you know what I mean? If it's too big, it's unplugged. It is. But at the same time, it's hard because. No. I don't know how else to say that. It's difficult because obviously men can't control it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are born with what they are born with. So, however, personal preference is that, you know. But then it's also sexual compatibility. Yeah, exactly. You can't be, if it's not. If you're not going well down there, then. If you two can't get into the same rhythm sexually, then there's always going to be a barrier. It's more about what you're doing with it. Yeah. In my opinion. What's the worst date you've ever been on? You don't have to tell us the boy's name or anything, just generally what kind of happened and like what made it not a good date. I remember one date where a lad started eating my food and it wasn't that bad, but it just fucked me off because you don't ask on the first date to like be stealing my onion rings. Do you know what I mean? I'm a hungry woman. I feel like you always have a story. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, of course I do. You know, I was young. Yeah. I was playing the Tinder game. Oh, of course. Of course. I had nothing better to do, let's be honest. Yeah. Sat in contract law lecture, just walking through. And I went on a date with a guy who we went to the cinema. Okay. I don't count cinema as a good date. No, it's not. It's not a date. I don't talk to you. Them, can you? Yeah. So anyway, completely agree. He was like, I want to take you out. I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I was like, what do you want to go and see? I thought you meant like kill you then. Like, no. So we went to the cinema. I can't remember what we watched, to be perfectly honest. Probably weren't paying attention. I paid for my own ticket, even though he says, oh, it's on me. Oh. Anyway, so we go to the pub after, and I'm hungry. As you would be, yeah. Just sat through a 3-hour movie. I'm starving, so I'm like, yes, halloumi fries. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like cheese. I'm like, oh. Oh no. Well, that's the date over, really. Yeah, let's be honest. And then he started eating my halloumi fries. So. He doesn't like halloumi fries. And then asked me to buy him some. Along with the drink. And I'm off around. What? No, I'm confused. Like, you don't be in people's food, especially on the first date, when you haven't ordered your own and you haven't asked them. That's bang out of order in my opinion. Yeah. Nothing winds me up more than men stealing my food. That's different. It's just wrong, isn't it? Like, it's like Joey. I'm so outraged for you right now. It's like Joey. Like, Joey doesn't share food. I love that both of our worst dates have just been men stealing our food. We have priorities. You know what really fucked me off though? I ordered a cocktail, like it was a fancy cocktail, and they put like a jammy dodger on the top, or like a biscuit or something, and he just like leant over the table and ate my jammy dodger. And I was like, what are you doing? That's why I ordered the cocktail, man. What are you doing? Oh. No. Oh, and then he proceeded to like speak about himself the entire day, and I was like, oh yeah, arrogant people. That's it. That's massive ick. Like, just shut up. Have you ever lied to get out of a date or plans with your friends? I defo have. Yeah, 100%. Agree. To be fair, I've done it with men than friends. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I'd rather blow off a dude than my friends, my gals. Okay, is it ever okay to ghost someone? I think yes, if they have done something like offensive. Like if they've like cheated on you, yeah, fucking ghost them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think I 100% agree. Obviously it's always situation dependent. I think though if you've been on a date with someone and you didn't vibe with them, but like they were still nice or whatever, you should probably be like,
yeah, I just like, you're a lovely person, but I don't see it working.
I do think it's a bit savage when people just like ghost them after the first day and don't explain why. Is cheating ever okay?
No. No.
Straight no. I agree. Yeah. No further discussion. Yeah. Okay. Do you use dating apps, and if so, which is the best one?
I don't use dating apps because I don't want to date.
I have used them though.
I have used them. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, same. I thought Tinder was quite good. And what's the other one that's actually Pop? And see, I think Pop is more for children. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone on there looks 12.
I don't use dating websites. I can't help you here.
I'd say Tinder's probably your best bet though. Do you ever have dips in your sex drive, like low points where you're just not feeling it, like your libido drops? I definitely do as well.
But I think
it's medication as well.
I think it has to do with contraceptives. I think it's to do with medication. I think it's to do with how you feel mentally and physically, and it tends to happen for me when I'm quite stressed, which at the moment is all the freaking time.
Yeah, no, I do get that. I think as well, being in lockdown, everyone's a bit stressed, like more than normal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I do get that. It's definitely when I'm stressed as well. Like when I've got shitloads to do, I'm just like, nah, I haven't got time, man. I haven't got time.
Oh, another ick. If someone tells me they've got a really high sex drive, I'm just like, oh.
Ick? Is it actually an ick?
Before I've even met this person or slept with them, yeah.
No, defo sex drive does diff. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. How do you feel about period sex? See, right,
I can't help it.
I think it's okay. You've got to be comfortable and take like precautions. You know what I mean? Like put a towel down, like make yourself look alright.
Or in the shower.
Or in the shower, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think not on the regs. But I think it's fine. Do what you fancy. Live your life. Okay, there's only 2 questions left. These are nice questions actually. How do you feel confident enough to get naked around someone new?
I don't.
Advice for them, man.
So obviously there's certain body parts that you like of yourself more than others.
Yeah.
So for like myself, my boobs fantastic, my ass no go, because that's flat. Like I don't have an ass.
So basically just take the top off.
Boobs, go for it. Belly blow. Sorry, hood.
I understand. Now I think, to be honest, I'm usually drunk, so that's. No, that is not my advice. Yeah.
It's different because obviously
you're naturally a bit more confident. You just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you just don't care when you're drunk.
But that's not my advice. Can I just make that clear? I'm not telling you to just get fucked every time you want to
get fucked.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always an awkward element of it.
Yeah. If it's not awkward, it's not realistic, I think. Like in porn, when it's just it's awkward in real life sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
we don't get paid for it.
Imagine that. Just be having sex with people that you're comfortable with. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're comfortable with them, they're probably not going to judge you for your body. So
then again, I know people are comfortable with one night stands because they have it in the back of your head. I never have to see this person again. What does it matter?
Yeah, I did used to think that at uni. You know, like I'm never going to see him again. So what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
but I was always drunk as well. Anyways, last question. This is actually quite nice. Do you believe in soulmates?
No.
Yeah, same.
So quote Monica Geller. You find someone, you fall in love, and then you work hard for your relationship.
I completely agree, to be honest. I think it's a nice idea to think like, oh, you were meant to meet certain people at certain points in your life, but I don't think that's realistic. Like, how on earth would that be a thing? I
think I don't believe in soul. I can't. Yeah. There's no way there's one person on this earth, this whole entire earth that I'm supposed to be with. They're in Papua New Guinea for all I know. The personality traits that obviously
you're attracted to. I agree.
The other person will find the same with myself, but I don't think that makes you soulmates because you develop into people.
What about like if you have multiple soulmates, so you have multiple people that you're like potentially destined, like say if there's like 100 people out there that your soul is like intertwined with or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, like I feel like that could be more realistic, but
again quite difficult.
It's just really far-fetched.
100%. I think it's an ideal people made.
That's the end of the questions.
It's a lot you're gonna have to cut out.